Good morning, everybody. I think it's the 24th of July. So sorry I haven't kept up with my videos. I'm actually cheating today, and I'm going to give you 2 weeks at once. It's basically the time period from the 10th to the 23rd of July. And what's happening? What's the buzz? For those of you who remember Jesus Christ Superstar. Let's see, I only have 3 weeks left and a few days, so not a lot of time left. Very aware of that. How did it go so fast? Don't know. And what have I learned? What's the summation of so far? I know that 4 months is too long without seeing my family. I think in the future I'd have to do a shorter time frame, or else I'd have to take a break in the middle and maybe go home for a week or something like that. I know that you can get past the loneliness that you have here. There will be times where you might feel it, but honestly, I thought that this was going to be much more of like a daily humdrum life where I'm not interacting with a lot of people, but honestly, I've been interacting with just as many people and lots of fun things to see and do, and maybe that's why I like it here so much, because there's this big social interaction for me, which I don't have at home. I think what it might be is here, like for our relatives years ago, how the communities, the townlands were so tight, the villages were all family and everyone knew everyone. There's still that flair here, so I still feel that tightness in that community and people willing to spend time to go out with others. And I know that my life wouldn't be as full here in the US. What else have I learned? I figured out how to make coffee. Yay! Let me tell you what the coffee was. It was 100% Colombian, number 4 strength, 5 of these little pills that are the red box, the aspartame, and some cream, and that does it for me. I'm a happy girl, happy camper. I also figured out how to work the combination washer and dryer. I actually am able to get the towels a little bit dry. I don't mind putting the rest of the clothes out, but the towels, I like them a little bit dry. So, and like I said, things have been really happening. I've done an awful lot of things here. Let's see, what have I done? I had one day where I met a friend from the Mayo Genealogy group for coffee, which is really great that someone would travel just to have coffee with me. And another day I had dinner with some relatives, and again they traveled to come see me. I went for a trip to Lewisburg with the Mayo Genealogy group, which if you're going to come here, I'd say make those connections before you come, like especially if you're into genealogy. Try to hook up with some of your matches, get to know them online, realize that they will have a life. They're not going to drop everything for you, but at least once in a while you have someone to see. And the Mayo Genealogy group was a really big find for me, because it's a really tight-knit group of people. They do trips. Last night we met up at the McWilliams Park Hotel, and we just sat around and had some crack, and it was great fun. So what else did we do? I met a DNA match from Australia. Her and her partner came, and I got to see, I always say that the magic here in Ireland affects me, but I actually saw it affect them, and that was pretty cool. And right now I actually have a cousin visiting, and we're going off for the day with another cousin. So that's why this is happening so fast. I'm trying to get it in because I just don't seem to have the time. I'm finding it really hard to find the right balance with YouTubing. I love YouTubing. I love talking to you guys. I feel like I have friends, all these friends, maybe in my head that just because I'm talking to this group of people that you're my friends, but I do feel close to you all. But it takes a lot of time, and I'm not even doing great videos. I mean, I'm just throwing together the what I can off my camera, but it just seems to take a lot of time, and so I am trying to find a balance with that. I also spent a day in the past 2 weeks going out with a friend cousin, and excuse me, that was fantastic. I mean, we did so much in that day. We went and saw the homestead of his relative, the oldest relative, a Frayne relative in Erler. So we actually got to see that original cottage. He took me to an old jail that's deserted, and I mean, it's a really cool structure. I mean, made out of stone, and it's high, you know, it's height. It's not like just like a one-story building. It's almost like feel like you're in a castle kind of thing with these rooms. And he also took me to like, we did a lot of things like going to cemeteries, and saw this I'm trying to think of the name of it. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's basically like a Stonehenge kind of place where there's one outside of Dublin, and this one's actually in this area in Mayo, and it's just as great. It's fantastic. And so it just seems like I'm just this social butterfly. But in between all that, I also spent time just on my own, and that was fine. I'm not getting out and walking as much. You can see the past month, I would not recommend coming here in July. Just do not come here in July, because I heard last year was bad too. It just rains all the time. I think that's what tourists come and they experience that, and it was cold. I guess you can't complain because the rest of the country is experiencing a heat wave, but didn't really get to get out and about and go for as many walks. And you can see now it's breaking, and I think we've got nothing but sunshine ahead. So I think that's pretty much what's going on with me, and I'll try and fill you in some more. I actually did start to develop my first ancestry genealogy video, and it's going to be on which ancestry test to take. I did start it, but then I didn't capture all the information I want, so I'm going to have to redo it, and I hope to get that done the next day or so. It's my opinion. It's not a professional's opinion, but I try to give you from my perspective, and I've been doing it a long time, which test to take and why. So I hope you have a great day. Thanks for staying with me, and I really appreciate those who have subscribed. I really appreciate that. And if you could put me up on your Facebook page, if you could share me. Oh, I forgot before I go. The biggest thing that happened to me over the last 2 weeks is I got interviewed, and I hopefully you've seen that. Couldn't believe that this Irish paper actually reached out to me. They saw me on YouTube and wanted to do an interview with me. So that was great. And I hope you read it, and it's called The Irish Star, and just look for Kathleen Fry, and it has a link to my YouTube channel, which you've already found because you're watching me, but please do try and share me, and maybe I can go viral, which would be great. Sorry. So have a great day. Love to y'all. Bye. Okay, guys, just an add-on to let you know the place that I was trying to think the name of is called Rathcrogan, and it's in Roscommon, Tulsk, Roscommon. I have a video on that, and I also have a video on visiting the jail, so check those out. But the Rathcrogan, I wanted to make sure you knew the name of it because I would really highly recommend it. It's basically, if you're from Mayo, this is probably where our ancestors came from. It's the home of kings. The guide will take you around. His name is Daniel, and did a fabulous job. And there's an underground cave there that unfortunately the tour didn't include it. We got the wrong tour, but I'm definitely going to go back and check out that cave. So hope you have fun. Bye.